So with that, I'm going to run through this quick because I'm on a limited time. Tony asked for 10 greatness activities. I'm coming up with 20 plus. Let's go. I'll give you 100 if we want to keep going, but
go get him, cowboy.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
So a lot of my stuff I talk about is going to be mindset and what you can do, just the little things that you can do, right? But it all starts with there, getting your head in the game the right way. So to me, all successful businesses start with sales, sales, sales. Get out of the weeds, forget everything else, and focus on that. I even got notes here from what you're talking about, Tony. I wrote down and added into my slideshow here. So 1,000% belief in your business and be grateful for the opportunity you have. So to start off with, I go with talk like a leader, not a loan officer. You don't pitch a deal. You're a coach to your clients. When someone hears your voice, they hear certainty, right? So you need to ask questions like, tell me where you're stuck financially right now. Or, hey, can I show you a smarter way to maybe use your home equity? None of the, hey, how are you doing? Or just checking in stuff, right? I can't stress that enough that we are coaching our clients and our homeowners to get in a better position. Control the call with confidence, clarity, not scripts. It's not about pressure. It's about positioning yourself and positioning your clients, right? One thing we do is a daily pipeline power calls, right? So you take 10 to 15 minutes. It blocks focus or blocks you out and focuses on movement, right? So you don't need hours. Most of us have a problem with focus, hyper focus, small batches of hyper focus even. So in the morning, we'll block out that time to call people who ghosted you, who didn't finish their docs list, getting it back to you, or whatever the reason is. I mean, these little calls, just starting the day consistently, like a ritual every single day, will probably generate 1 to 2 extra fundings a month. No joke. It's pretty simple to do. And you put in your calendar for 10:30 a.m. every day, and you just do that. Number 3, I got use messaging that sounds like you. Again, don't do the just checking in stuff. It's weak. It's forgettable. You don't want to be forgettable. Replace it with the questions like, hey, I thought of you, or hey, I just made an update in your file. I want to show you something smart to do. Or, hey, a new product came out. I wanted to go over with you. Give me a call when you can, right? Greatness sounds personal, not corporate. Use your actual tone. Talk to them how you would actually talk to somebody, not like you're trying to sell a deal. Treat your CRM like a living diary. Oh my gosh, number 1, my favorite actually. Take out ChatGPT. Your CRM is even more important, I think. Sorry. Your CRM is where you think, it's where you plan, it's where you remember. You don't use it just to store data. It creates your momentum. Everything you do should be in there. I look at the CRM like it's the bank. If I want money, I got to go I got to go to the CRM and go get it, right? Got to go cash that check or withdraw that money. And I'm going to say I focus so much on this one because people don't use it. They don't fill out the fields. They don't put the notes. They don't status stuff. Stuff that takes seconds saves you tons of time and makes you lots of money. After every call, you need to make sure you're putting at least 1 or 2 lines of notes in there about the person. Right? Tina just had her first baby and she works night shifts in the ER. Or, hey, Tom's waiting on his 401k docs and wants to pay off his Discover card. Or, hey, daughter just had a baby and check back on Friday, right? Notes are like what I live by for 20 plus years. It's all been about notes. You're not going to remember otherwise. Set task reminders before you hang up as well. Something simple. Follow up on Friday, have no docs in, right? I can't stress on that enough how important that is. I don't care if you're using a Excel spreadsheet as your CRM. If you need recommendations, let me know. I will happily share, give, or show you some options for that. So number 5, build irresistible offers that focus on giving. We're not selling rates, we're offering solutions, right? Hopefully we all know that over the last 3 or 4 years, that we're definitely not selling rates, right? We're trying to fix problems. Examples of stuff that we throw out all the time is giving as much as possible. Hey, I'll go ahead and pay for your appraisal, or I'll give you credit for your appraisal once you close. Oh, hey, I'll give you $500 in a check after you close. Hey, by the way, don't forget I'm rolling your bills by $800 a month with no money out of pocket. This is what turns your browsers and your shoppers into actual buyers, right? You should have 5 to-go offers that you use over and over. Those are ones we do as well. More that you can use is, I'll give you a quarter off your rate. I'll give you a quarter to your closing costs. I'll help cover your lender costs with credit, right? Give a little bit of credit. In fact, bonus tip, what I do a lot of times is we'll give 2 things. I'll say, hey, do you want me to either cover your appraisal at closing with credit, or do you want me to give you a check for $500 after you close? No matter what they pick, I want to give both. I want to give. It's going to be really hard to say no. If I was already giving something they wanted, if they said, just give me a check after close, and I say, done, I'll do that. By the way, let me cover your appraisal too. It's going to be really hard for somebody to go somewhere when you give above and beyond what you were given in the first place, or the initial bonus offer. All right. Oh, I just jumped ahead. Okay. Start each day with 3 intentional contacts. You start with energy and you win early, right? You call your past clients, your hot leads, your key partners. You do all that in the morning. This happens before lunch, guys. Like, it really changes the tone of your entire day. If you put that off till the afternoon, you're going to waste half your day. Time is money, and that's one of the biggest things that we kind of slow down on. So build momentum through intentional actions, not wasting time in the morning doing inbox cleanup or organize my desk or any of those little things, right? Get the day started intentionally. Create and evolve your SOPs. You don't just have systems, you use and you personalize them. So your operating procedures need to be fluid. You need to edit them when you find, better ways of doing it, phrasing or steps that you do in your process, whether it's through your sales process or how you close a loan faster or whatever the case is. Pretty easy to do. Start a document titled, "How do I close loans faster?" Add notes after every closing, after every win there. Personal SOPs means less thinking, faster actions, and you just can repeat greatness, right? Number 8, lead every conversation with curiosity. I love this one too. Like how kids are so curious, right? You should be curious with everything your clients say. Curiosity equals a connection, guys. Ask like, why now? Oh, what made you look into this today? Oh, what were you doing before this? Those questions and the way you talk to people opens up the door to get them talking to you. And then you have to finish up on that. You have to actually listen, like really listen, right? Not listen like while I'm typing an email over here, I'm pretending to listen to what my borrower is saying, but really listen, dig into the emotion behind the decision. It's never about the official, or it's never about the surface reason why they called you or met with you or talked to you, right? That's a whole nother segment, how to dig 3, 5, and 7 layers deep, because these are things that you can do. Just shifting your mindset or activity, you can do just a little bit that'll make a huge impact. Number 9, you got to nail the anchor call every time. Most powerful follow-up, right? You reconnect after they've seen the number or had time to think. In this market these days, because of the uncertainty of what's going on, and people are uncertain, should I buy, should I not, should I refinance, should I not? You need to follow up. It's definitely a follow-up industry right now. Your tone, you're being calm, you're confident, and above all else, you're trying to be helpful for your clients, right? But you need to converse. You need to actually talk to people. Ask things like, what stood out to you most in the numbers I sent? Did everything make sense to you? Are there any questions, right? These are the calls that you anchor in the value, the urgency, and the vision. And it's kind of where deals are either closed or lost, right? So anchor them in. That goes back to some sales strategy as far as reiterating the dream outcome, right? Or the T-bar, if you've ever done those ones as well. Number 10, know more about them than they know about you. People don't remember what you said. They remember how you remembered them, right? So this is going to go into what I mentioned earlier with great notes in the CRM, guys. Hey, how's your daughter liking that new school she went to? Hey, you still working overtime over there at UPS? Hey, I know you were trying to buy last year. What happened? Whatever it is, these are little things that you want to know more about them than they know about you. And it really comes down to the notes you take. If you're doing enough business and you're doing business the right way, you're definitely not going to remember it all in your head. Although a lot of us say we are, we're not going to. We need to have a CRM and a management system, right? All right. I'm trying to go through it quick, Tony. I know I'm on a time limit here. Number 11, document everything you do, guys. Like I just said, you're going to forget what works. What I mean is everything, like every script, every offer, every email reply, every video you do, document it, save it, because you're going to forget what works down the road, right? And it's easy. Again, you got OneDrive, you got Google Drive, create a folder called Stuff That Works or Save Files or whatever it is, and save everything in there, especially videos, right? I learned this lesson the hard way by not doing that over the years, and I've lost a lot of material. Even if I only captured 10% or ever look back at that 10%, that 10% that I might go back to is going to be key. Save everything, document everything. A great activity that you will appreciate over time. Protect your weekly vision time. I'm going to get deep on these ones, but this is where you remember you're not funding loans, right? You're building an empire. You're building your business. You need to block 90 minutes at least a week to think about strategy, scaling, hiring, adding to your team, whatever you need. You need no calls, no emails, just you and your plan, right? And I know some people might even do this daily, which is recommended as well, right? But slowing down and taking the time to really analyze what you're doing, reviewing your KPIs, the offers you're putting out, what bottlenecks you're having, that's going to have 100x, return on the investment of what you actually do by knowing what you're doing ahead of time, right? For me, Tony knows, I usually sit out in my front yard under my little tree with no distractions. So find that spot to get with yourself and really make sure you're structuring your business and you're in line with what your actions are. All right, number 13, make business development a lifestyle. Remember, don't hold off. You're always on. People always need what we do, right? So you can have and Tony's on over this as well, have your tagline, right? Have who you are. I help people tap equity to kill off credit card debt. I help people get the home they didn't think they could afford. Or here's a common one you might have heard of. I help people finance the American dream, right? That's your tagline, right? So have that, because everyone you know becomes a potential connector, right? Everywhere you go. Doesn't matter. You should be bringing that up, by the way, everywhere you go. Gyms, schools, events, parties, churches, grocery store, mailman, whatever it is, right? Everybody should know what you do. So your business is your lifestyle. So it should all kind of commingle, right? Everybody should know what you do. Number 14, automate yourself, guys. Multiply your time. Clone yourself. There's a great guy that just spoke that will show you how to clone yourself with ChatGPT a lot, right? Making templates that sound like you, that are human, for your emails, for text, for tools, auto reminders to follow up on docs, calls, birthdays, whatever the case is. So all you need to do for something like this is just build 10 text follow-ups, set it in your CRM, and let it fire without thinking, right? Let it just do its thing. But it's got to be like you. Don't be a robot. Don't do what everybody else is doing. Make it personalized. Make it you. It's your clone. Number 15, post 5 times a week, because people like you, not what you do. Nobody wants to follow a mortgage robot. Nobody cares about what Fannie did last week or Freddie did last week, right? They care about you and what you can do for them. So, post family, gym stuff, funny memes, whatever, saving somebody money or whatever the case is. But kind of think about it like, what would my past clients want to see, or what would my friends want to see? Keep it personal, because personal means it's sticky, and sticky means you get referrals and you get people actually responding to you, right? Things got to be sticky. That's the whole. And Johnny and everybody else will go into all that social media stuff more because they're way better at it than I am. But it's something that you should be doing, and you just need to do consistently, right? You're gonna make mistakes, and you just keep moving. Number 16 is hold on to weekly greatness checks, like your own personal performance review. You could do this every Friday. You could do this every day as well. So for me, I do the morning routine of my personal time to really think about the plan and the scale and the feature of it all. And then in the evening, I'll do a little bit of my performance review for 5 or 10 minutes. Hey, did I follow up fast enough into everybody out there that I was supposed to? Did I give somebody clarity? Was I clear in how I presented something to somebody? Did I move deals, or did I let them stall out? Adjust it, optimize, and then grow from there. But without looking at it, you can't do that last one, which is grow. And as Tony says, we're always growing. So always be growing.
If you're not growing, you're shrinking.
Yes, I love it. All right, guys, number 17. I'm running out of time here. Oh, my goodness. Say your offer to everyone you know. Don't wait for interest. You got to spark the interest. Say it to people. I say it as like I like to think I'm funny sometimes, so I'll do it like more like a joke, right? Hey, if you ever want to free up cash, I got a refinance plan that'll blow your mind. Ha ha ha. Or hey, if you want to get that house you're looking at last year and you didn't do it, let me know. I can help you. I just create the curiosity, spark a little bit of interest. And it's surprising how many people actually hit me up. Maybe it's a couple days later, maybe it's a couple weeks later, but those little things spark interest. It creates top of mind presence with, the friends, the clients, the church, the barber, the Uber drivers, whatever it is out there that you're talking to. So say it often enough, you'll never run out of leads. And that's what we all want, right? Leads, leads, leads. Yes, you can borrow this hat. Tractor Supply, baby, $39.99. Number 18, own your mornings, win your days. No greatness happens from rolling out of bed. You need to wake up. You need to move your body. You need to do what I just said, review those goals, get quiet, think, visualize it. Remember, success comes from routine, not luck. Don't roll out. My routine, I wake up every morning. I feed the chickens and water the chickens. I go to my quiet place, happy place. If you saw Happy Gilmore too, my happy place. And then I get the day ready to rock and roll, right? So it comes from routines. You're going to have some luck. Don't just base it on luck. Don't only be lucky. It's built for, the success is built before the first call even goes out, guys. Get up and get moving. 19, reverse engineer your big goal into daily actions. You have to go deeper, and this is kind of a hyper-focus thing and what you should be doing on those weekly checks with you. But if you want to make X amount of dollars, whatever it is, I want to make 30 a year. We'll back into the math, right? I need 100 leads. I need 20 apps. I need 10 fundings. I need 30,000 in revenue. And then you got to go back and reverse it back and say, what drives that today? What do I need to do? Do I have the daily apps? Have I blocked out time for the meetings? Have I done the follow-ups I need? And you can go through this. In fact, I love this part. This is my favorite thing to do, probably, like on a personal level, because you'll just reverse it forward, reverse it forward, reverse it forward till you find out what's working. Remember, success is a formula, not a fantasy. Kind of with the previous one, right? It's not luck. It's an actual formula. And number 20, speak with certainty. People want to follow a guide. Guys, the world is loud. Confidence cuts through all the noise. You're a pro. You're an expert. You need to act like that and say things like that, right? Here's what I recommend. We don't use words like hopefully or maybe or I don't know, whatever you think, right? They need you. They're here for you. You're the expert. So you got to act like it. You got to talk like it. Here's what I recommend and why. I sent you 3 options. Recommend plan B because of what your plans are in the future. Number 1, if you told me maybe if you're leaving in the next year, want to sell. Number C, if you're staying for 10 years, but I recommend plan B to fit what you are trying to do. So those are like little tweaks that I would say. A lot of it's on sales strategy, right? And just how to talk to people. Keyword is how to talk to people, right? But some of my bonus thoughts are if you keep doing the same thing, you keep getting the same results, right? So if you change what you do, you change the results. If you're already doing this and it's not working, change it up. If you're not doing it, try it. See what happens and go from there. If it works, do it, right? I don't like to lean too much on emotions, guys. I like to do whatever's working. I pretend like I know nothing, but the results are going to tell me what to do. So, and then bonus thought number 2, Tony. I said I got 2 more for you, right? You don't need to do more always, guys. You just need to do better. You just need to be better at sales, whatever it is that you're finding that weakness is, sales, systems, products, whatever that is. Stop trying to replace being better with doing more. Well, I need more leads. Well, have you actually talked to the leads you've done and follow up and chase them and worked your database enough or not? You might not need more needs. You just might need to be better at working the leads you have. Above all else, have fun, enjoy what you do, try new things, mess it up, and then just keep going. Just like Mike said, success is playing the long game, so just win, win, win. And that's all I got.